Based at the famous Moorfields Eye Hospital, the London Squint Clinic welcomes patients from all over the world. Filmed during one Saturday morning at the Pearly Clinic, these are the stories of just some of Mr. Ali's patients.
Hello there, have a seat over here.
Hello, I'm Amanda. My name's Rihanna. I'm the doctor's working with Mr. Ali today. Would you like to come for the show?
It came on very gradually. That was very strange. I was cycling along, literally. Suddenly things went double, so I sort of stopped, and then it passed, and then it came more frequently. So obviously I went to Moorfields locally then at St George's. The NHS is wonderful, but there is a problem with the waiting list. So I asked if there was a possibility of going privately, which is something I had never considered before. And here I am. So this is just 10 days after the operation, and you are single vision. It's so exciting. And this was an operation to just fix the horizontal, because I had both horizontal and vertical, so it was quite tricky. And Mr. Ali explained that he would address the horizontal and then we'd see how things change. But in fact, my brain seems to be coping quite well, so the only way is up.
It will feel odd, don't worry, that's perfectly normal. So looking at the H if you can. You have 6 muscles around each eye, and that's supplied by 3 different nerves that come from the brain. Through our tests, we can determine which muscles are overacting or underacting, and then from there, a diagnosis as to why the patient has a squint in the first place. We document the eye movements for Mr. Ali to assess, and then he can make his decision whether squint surgery is suitable or not for the patient.
Okay, Ranko.
I'm a freelancer, so I never know when I work. So when there is work, I need to work. I work as a model, so it's very important that the eye is straight, and that's why I came to Dr. Ali.
It's open, you come back to it whenever you want. Like, you could go.
It's been 2 months, yeah. 2 months ago I had the surgery, but I definitely seen that it's improved a lot.
I have strabismus from birth, and I've already had 3 lots of surgery as a child, and the eye was fine, but over the last sort of year I've noticed it was starting to pull in again, which I believe can happen as you get older. So hence coming to see Mr. Ali to see if surgery was possible, which I didn't think it was because I'd already had surgery and I was worried about scar tissue.
On the day of the surgery.
My understanding, the operation takes about 45 minutes. It was made very comfortable. It made an easy experience, I should say. So it was very clear where I was to go, what to expect, any questions were answered, and I felt reassured.
I won't lie, 1 or 2 days after surgery, your eye does feel scratchy because of the stitches, but they settle pretty quickly and soften.
There was no pain. Just a little, it feels a bit scratchy in the beginning, but as you see, I mean, it's 2 months and it looks perfect, if I say so myself.
I think we just try and make it an easy journey for the patient, as stress-free as possible. So like the first time they contact us to the first time they speak to us, the first time they book in, everything's easy.
It's really warm and welcoming, and then just all the staff are just really lovely, so it just feels like you're just taken care of really well. So it's a very comfortable environment. Like it doesn't like, obviously it looks like a clinic or a hospital, but it doesn't feel like that.
All the way along, everyone has been completely relaxed, professional, explained what's being done, and the operation was done in the morning, left in the afternoon, and it was all just amazing.
But was that sort of long-term follow-up?
The few we've said goodbye to today, it's their final checkup, and we've got to know them. So I say, oh, it's quite sad, it's the last appointment today, isn't it? And they're like, oh yes, yeah, it is sad, it's sort of bittersweet.
So I had the surgery 8 weeks ago. I'm at the end of my recovery now. You can like still see a bit of like scarring, but obviously that'll go down.
It was a very big decision because I'm not a multi-millionaire, I'm not even a millionaire. But if you wake up and dread each day, and you can't, your life isn't just a normal life, I had to do something. I had to think it out, and I decided, no, I will go ahead with it and do it.
When you've dealt with something your whole life and it's been a hindrance on your whole life and you feel like you've been subconscious about something, it's like you can't really put a price on it. So it's kind of like, I just wish I found him sooner, or I wish I knew about this sooner, because I really didn't know about, I didn't know that I could do anything to fix my squint.
I feel very privileged to have had Mr. Ali operate on me. How he makes you feel as an individual, that he cares about you as an individual, how he follows up. You don't feel like you're just another patient.
I wanted the best person, and Dr. Ali specializes in squint for adults, whereas lots of other surgeons who do squint surgery, they also do other operations around. So it's like, there's no one as specialized.
He doesn't do any other surgery, so he's so specialized. That's why the people come from all over the world to him. And he's so welcoming. I felt straight away at ease. And I was like, this guy's gonna help me.
I don't have a squint myself, I haven't ever had a squint, but having seen hundreds, thousands of patients in my career, you definitely get an understanding of how much it can affect people emotionally, and it changes their confidence. You see a different side. You see somebody come in here and they're not particularly confident, and they won't, when I'm doing their measurements, they won't necessarily look at me, they'll have their head down as much as possible. They come back for their first post-op visit and you see the change in them already.
I'm just so glad I did it, because it was a big thing to think about, but I'm just so glad I did it, because it just changed my life completely. I'm a different person. And my brother, I talk on the telephone and says, oh, you sound a completely different person. I'm so upbeat now as opposed to just being so depressed. To be able to see properly again, it's well worth it. It really is.